I'm going to show you how you can do deep research on any product with the help of AI. Something like this a few months ago used to take us weeks, but now you could do that in minutes. Before I show you this, if you are new to this channel, my name is Adnan and I've been selling on Amazon for the last 5 years. And in this channel, I show tips and tricks I've learned over the years that cost me a lot of time and money. If you want to save time and money, make sure to subscribe to this channel. Let's go to the screen and I'll show you how you can do deep research with the help of AI. So in the last video, we used AI to find products that we can sell on Amazon with the help of ChatGPT. If you've not watched that video, I will pin that video at the end of the video that you can go and watch it. So we got 10 good products from ChatGPT, and the product that stood out of the list was hard bottom dog car seat extender. And so in this video, we're going to take this product further and then see if it's actually worth selling this product on Amazon or not. And for this task, we're going to use a different tool called NotebookLM. It's a Google's tool and it's completely free to use. And the reason we are using LM instead of ChatGPT is when you use NotebookLM, and you have to provide the sources, and NotebookLM will only give you results based on those sources, where ChatGPT or any other chat-based tool, when you give it sources, it would give you result from the sources, but will also give you result from the web. So sometimes the results might not be accurate. So when you use NotebookLM, would only give you result from exact sources that you provided and will not add anything else to the result. So that's why it's really important for us to use NotebookLM for this task. So what I did to get a result from NotebookLM, I gave it 13 sources of data to do deep research on the product. So the first source of data, I gave it from Amazon, and to get that data, all you've got to do is go in the menu and go into the growth tab, and in the growth tab you'll see product opportunity explorer, and here I put the keyword that we found from ChatGPT in our last video. So that was dog car seat extender. It gave me the result based on that keyword, and then I found dog car seat cover closest matched to that keyword. So I downloaded all this data from Product Opportunity Explorer. So the first thing was insights and trend. So insight and trend, all you've got to do is just take a screenshot of the whole page. Then next thing is products. In the product tab, you've got option to download the data. So I downloaded this data and saved it into my drive. And the third source is from the search term. You've got option to download this data as well. So I downloaded this data from here and saved it into the drive. The fourth data source is from customer review insight. You want to take a screenshot of all the positive review data and also negative review data. And then I went on return and took a screenshot of this returned data. So these are all the data. I got it from Product Opportunity Explorer. The other thing I did is I went on Amazon own page and typed the keyword, and then the result I got, I took a screenshot of the whole web page. There's a good free extension that you can use to capture a whole page. It's called Fireshot. And when you download Fireshot, all you've got to do is click here, capture entire page. And what I'll do is it'll capture the whole page. It'll speed up your work. So you can see how here I captured the whole page, and you can see how big this Amazon page is. And you can zoom in and you'll see how good this extension is, that is still very readable. So I captured this whole Amazon screen from this extension. You'll notice that my page is longer than a normal page because I've got Helium extension downloaded in the Chrome. The reason I wanted to keep that extension on because I want NotebookLM to also get all this extra data that Helium provides us. The other data I gave it was from top 3 competitor pages, and then I captured their page screen. So you can see here when I zoom in, this was the top seller. So I captured the whole screen because in the deep research we also want NotebookLM to give us opportunities in the listing. So that's why I took a screenshot of the top 3 competitors. And the other source of data I got is from Alibaba. So I went on Alibaba, typed our main keyword, and the result I got, I took a screenshot of that whole page. So then NotebookLM will have some sort of idea of the cost of this product. Obviously, that's not going to be the accurate cost of the product. For that, we'll have to go and speak to suppliers, but we want to speed up the process. We don't want to spend weeks in talking to supplier, get an exact quote, and then do the research. You just want to do a quick research to see if it's actually worth taking this product further, and then go to speak to suppliers. The other source of data I got is from Helium, and for that, on the Amazon page, I run the X-ray extension. Before I go any further, if you are interested in Helium, I've got a discount code for Helium in the description. And if you join Helium with my discount, I will also offer you a free 30-minute one-to-one call with me where you can ask me any question regarding Amazon. So you want to make sure you hide all the sponsor results. We don't want to see sponsor result. And then I sorted the result by high to low. And then I selected top 10 competitors. So when you're selecting top 10 competitors, make sure they are relevant to your product. Do not select any irrelevant product from that list. So I selected top 10 competitors and then clicked on Run Cerebro. And then when I run Cerebro, this is the result I got. I had over 2,000 keywords, and we don't want to give irrelevant keywords to AI. So what I did is I narrowed down my result. So I set the search volume to 100, and here we only want to see keywords that are ranking from 1 to 40 in Amazon search result, and at least 3 of the competitors are ranked on those keywords. So then I got 68 keywords. So I went on export data and saved that in CSV file and saved that to my drive. And then the final and the last data I used is actual X-ray report. So all you've got to do is just click on export and download that CSV file. So that makes up altogether 13 sources of data. So all you've got to do is upload that into the sources tab in NotebookLM. And then here I gave my prompt to NotebookLM to go and then do a deep research on this product. So the prompt is that you are acting as an experienced Amazon UK private label product research analyst. Your task is to analyze product niche, and then gave the niche name. And then here I set out some important rules. If you want, you can pause this video and read all the rules. And then I want a deep research report with the following sections. So executive summary: is this product worth pursuing or not based on the uploaded data? Give a short overall verdict first. And then market overview. So we want to see estimated demands, signals from the sources, price range shown in the market, signs of seasonality or year-round demand, whether this looks trendy or evergreen. Then competitor analysis. Then we want to do a deep market gap and opportunity research. Then also I wanted to do keyword analysis. And then I wanted to also do listing opportunity. This is where we uploaded the competitors' listing screenshots. And it can tell us if there is an opportunity in the listing. And also product improvement suggestions, supplier and sourcing analysis. For that, it will use the Alibaba data. And then margin and economics, and then also it will use data from Alibaba to work out the margins, and then risk and challenges, then the final recommendation. And also I wanted to give me the next actions. So this was my full complete prompt, and only took about 5 minutes to get the result. And this is the result I got. And guys, it's absolutely amazing. The research, it's done within a few minutes. Previously, even just 6 months ago, this would take us weeks to do this research. If you're using somebody from Fiverr, this would cost you hundreds of pounds or dollars. Just look at the result we got back after this prompt. Its overall verdict is the hard bottom extender is a premium sub-niche within massive dog seat cover market. While the journal niche is saturated with low-cost hammock, 15 to 20 pound, the hard bottom segment commands significantly higher price point of 40 to 90 pound. The fact is search volume for specific hard bottom terms is low, but back-end extender for dogs grew 78% recently. And it's also given me sources from each part where it's getting these data from. And interpretation is this indicates a growing customer shift towards sturdier, bridge-style solution that maximize space, offering a high margin opportunity for sellers who can solve the prevalent fit and size issues. And then it's giving us a market overview, where the market is going, and then the competitor analysis. So it's done a competitor analysis of what each competitor is doing, and because it's got all the data from X-ray, from Helium, and even from Product Opportunity Explorer. It's telling us the competitors are failing to clearly communicate which car models their large rigid extender actually fits. So now we know that this is something, if you are going to launch, that if you need to make sure in your listing the exact car models this product could fit. So this will reduce your return rate. There's market gap opportunities, and then it's also given us a keyword analysis of the product, and then we've got listing opportunity here, and then product improvement suggestions. So these are the suggestions that the AI thing that we could do. We've got supplier and sources analysis here. Then we've got margins. So in the margins, we've got the selling price, we've got the FBA fees, and then it's just shipping tier. So it's already worked out that what shipping tier this product would fit in. And then the COGS and the shipping, Amazon fees and the FBA fees are worked out. And then it thinks that there could be an about £8 profit margin, about 17% profit margin in this product, based on the data that we have given. Then you've got risk and challenges, and then the final verdict is there's a clear quality gap in the market where customers are willing to pay for £45 for a solution that doesn't sag. However, a high FBA fees and a high return rate due to sizing mean that you must have a superior, well-communicated sizing strategy and a high quality supplier to succeed. And then it's also giving us the next 10 actions that we should take. This is all the result. We got it from the prompt, but for NotebookLM, there's another amazing feature that I want to show you. So as soon as you get the result from NotebookLM, the first thing I would want you to do is click on this infographic. And once you click on this infographic, you'll see what it'll do is it'll summarize the whole result in one small image. So basically what it talked about in the result, if you don't want to read the whole thing, you can have a quick look from the infographic and you can get some idea from it. The other few things are really interesting to see in this studio tab is when you click on the reports, there are 4 set reports, but will also give you some suggested format. So this will be depending on the information or the prompt you've given it to NotebookLM. I asked for a strategic market gap analysis, and then here it's given me a full market gap analysis, that where are the actual gaps in the market and where we can go and fill that gap if we are trying to develop this product. The other thing in here is called mind map. So when you go in mind map, that's also an amazing feature in NotebookLM that will break down all the data, and then it's easy for you to see. So here you can expand it and you can see market performance. You can see on key search terms. You can look at top brand and products, and you can see customer review inside. You can go in the positive tab. You can go into the negative tab. You can look at the product features. You can look at the return reason. And another amazing feature here is you can click on any of these tabs and it'll further explain you anything you want from this mind map. The other amazing feature in here is called slide deck. And when you click on slide deck, and you can see now it's done everything in kind of like a PowerPoint slide where everything is easy to understand and see. You can see the executive summary here, the demand, the vulnerability, the strategy. Here you can see the funnel. Then here you've got a competitor landscape, and it's telling us where's the golden gap. Here it's telling us the market archetypes, so who is winning and why. Most of the sales are going to this hammock style product. Then here you can see customer sentiment, what customer are complaining about and what customer are happy about. And then it's drawn us up image and it's telling us exactly where there are customer issues. So there's an issue at the strap, so this is something we need to work on. There's an issue with the sag, so the bottoms are not hard enough and the product sags, so you want to work on that area. And then also a blowout zone, that where the side flaps that collapsing, so this is something that you need to work on. So all this information, then you can go when you speak to supplier, you can use all this information. So here is given us a small summary here. Instead of fighting for a 3-pound profit on a hammock style where most of the sellers are selling, we want to capture a 15-pound profit on a premium engineered solution. And then here is also given us a winner, that looking at all the data that this AI would design. And just look at that. You can just give that to your supplier, and then the supplier will have such a great understanding of the product that you're trying to develop and is just done all the hard work for you. And the supplier will also respect you that you're not just a random seller, you actually know your niche, you actually know your product. This is how you would do deep research on any products within minutes. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you want to watch the first part, I will link that part here. Go and watch that video, and I will see you next time. Thank you very much.